woto to those who sold Nnamdi Kanu in the peace of Biafra. Woto to those who sold Nnamdi Kanu either directly or indirectly. Woto to those who have joined their hand after thought to betray Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Woto to those who have soiled their hands in the blood of innocent Biafrans and innocent ESN commanders. You will never know peace. Woto to you who say Biafra will not come. Woto to those who say if Biafra, instead of Biafra to come, they will rather die. Woto to all of you. The gods of our land have destroyed you. You will never rise again. You will never, ever, ever rise again. You will never rise again. Any native doctor that tries to make you rise, his power and everything he have in this life will be destroyed, completely destroyed. Who sold Nnamdi Kanu either directly or indirectly. Woto to those who sold Nnamdi Kanu either directly or indirectly. Woto to those who have joined their hand after thought to betray Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Woto to those who have soiled their hands in the blood of innocent Biafrans and innocent ESN commanders. You will never know peace. Woto to you who say Biafra will not come. Woto to those who say if Biafra, instead of Biafra to come, they will rather die. Woto to all of you. The gods of our land have destroyed you. You will never rise again. You will never, ever, ever rise again. You will never rise again. Any native doctor that tries to make you rise, his power and everything he have in this life will be destroyed, completely destroyed.
Yes. Thank you, Biafrans. Thank you for joining. Woto complete, woto to the maximum level. Woto complete. Good man, Exodus. I greet you, my big brother. Christ, Biafran son, I greet you. Chidubem, I greet you. Energized, I greet you. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. Today, we are dealing on the facts. Ụtụtụ ọma nwanne m, ụtụtụ ọma. Yes, good man. Chris Biafran son is sending greetings to you. Biafrans, woto to all the enemies of Biafra. Woto to all of them. Wotorious, wotos, complete. You know, we have come today to elaborate because we are not sleeping, we are not slumbering. We don't sleep, neither do we slumber. And whatever Chukwukabiyama asks us to do, that is exactly what we're going to do. Whatever Chukwukabiyama asks us to do, that's exactly how we are going to present it. So, lovely Biafrans, join us now as we proceed. Chukwuka, Sylvester, thank you. Lolo Ego Yibo, I greet you. Lolo Ego Yibo, I greet you. Chukwuka, I greet you. Yes, people are here. So we have to continue because we still know what we are doing. Chukwukabiyama ask us to come and do what we are doing. And which he asked us to do is what we are doing. Here we go. We must continue to be keeping the brain of our people alive. We must continue to be keeping the brain of our people
Nigeria have killed
warm
us for ages.
because we have learned.
Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was broadcasting on Radio Biafra for many years, but because of criminals that surrounded him, they used the opportunity of Biafra, and when he called upon the people that want to fight for Biafra, many criminals embraced that call. After 8 years, he was crying for just 100 men. Nobody is talking about it anymore. There are millions of Biafrans following him, shouting, our leader, shouting Biafra, Biafra, and he was shouting 100 men. Today, you have seen the reason why he was shouting 100 men. Because almost all of them turned their back on Biafra. Almost all of them today are supporting Nigeria. Almost all of them today turn back to support those who killed them in Aba. The same people that were shouting, "Give us God."
Yes, Biafrans, you know, our message today is to just go back a little. We go back a little to hit the brain and the heart of our people. We must hit it very, very well. What is our topic? Political solution, the DOS. Soludo said that Peter Obi knew very, very well. Peter Obi knows that he is not going to win election. Soludo said this thing before election, and we are here. The news is coming out, and we are bringing it back, because why we go front and we go back is because if you are working, always going front, you think that things is easy. It is necessary in life for you to use your heel. Then you can be able to elaborate where you are going. You have to hear our prime minister here, then we will come to the news. This back, you see the back here now, we will come to the news. Then we will be moving forward from there. Keeping people alive, keeping the brain of our people alive, that is what we are doing. We learn the secret from Christianity. The Christians, they used one Bible that right up and down, that goes up and down to dominate the brain of our people. Now we know the importance of giving this news every day. Our people is in Twitter, our people is in TikTok, our people is in Facebook. We are dominating, making sure that Biafra is alive, making it alive. Grace Onwubia, I greet you for joining. Help us to hit the like button and share the program so that people will come. We have like 1 hour 30 minutes today. Then we have to go forward. Let you understand exactly what is going on.
We need bullet. We need gun. We need gun. Today are shouting and supporting those who murdered them in Enugu. That was the reason Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was shouting for 100 men, because he couldn't see anybody. He saw that all of them are fake. When he make decision to stop election, these same people that call themselves DOS or IPOB today, which is IPOB Nigeria, there will be the same people go back to him to persuade him. After they have collected money from the governors, they will go back to him. You want to cancel election? You want to cancel election? You want to boycott election? You want them to tag us terrorists? If you boycott election, they will call you terrorists. I want to know, how can stopping election as a freedom fighting movement will make you become a terrorist? Is there any relationship between stopping election as a freedom fighting movement and terrorism? How does that amount to terrorism? When you just going to tell people to stay at home, how does that amount to terrorism? We did it. Did we take our word back? The answer is no. Did we stop the election? Yes, we did. Over 25 million people who registered for election, only 20-something, only 4 million people voted. 20-something million boycotted the election. Are we a terrorist? The answer is no. Are we the one who killed people in Lagos for election? Not us. It was the Nigeria state, the terrorist state of Nigeria, that committed act of terrorism during the election. And that is what we try to prevent our people from becoming a victim. And many who did not listen to us fall victim of this election, the past election. Those who were killed, did anybody remember them? The answer is no. Those who were butchered in Lagos, did anybody remember them? The answer is no. Did anybody compensate their family? No, the answer is no. Did anybody, those who lost their businesses in Lagos, that their businesses were burned to ashes, did anybody compensate them? The answer, till today, the answer is no.
Yes, Biafrans. Nnamdi Ogo, thank you. Thank you. You are also doing great to Biafrans. As you are here watching and listening, you are doing mighty as well. Because ekere ọrụ eke. Ekere ọrụ eke. So we continue. We continue. You may have seen the message. Why is it that our eyes is on the rising sun? Is what you already understand. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu say, you see how the message has been going. How P2B, they used P2B to deceive a lot of people. And the DOS says that who made it possible for P2B to come out? It is DOS that made it possible. Had it been that Simon Ekpa, Obatobie, lose guard and they think that of being tagging him terrorist will do anything, nobody will be talking about Biafra today. So for that reason, all of you that is here, if it is not because of our PM who stood strong when DOS is trying to eliminate all of us, we will not be talking about Biafra today. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, United Nations has ordered for his release. America has ordered for his release. Had it been that every one of us back down, nobody will be talking about Biafra today. We are taking you to a very little journey because we have only but 1 hour to stay here. Let us continue, please. Put something in your brain.
Now I ask you, who are the terrorists? But these people deceived Onyendu for many years. If not because of the glory of God, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, Biafra would have lost trust in him. Because there is nothing in this world like when a man says something and doesn't stand on by it. There has been many times they declared boycott election. At the dying minute, they will call it because he was under pressure by the same people who was fighting Biafra with him. He never knew then that these people were all fake until the last minute when he said, I need 100 men. I cannot see any men here. He asked, which people am I going to go to war with? People don't understand. Those genuine people today may not understand what was going on. He was shouting for 100 men. Where there are millions of people, IPOB scattered all over the world, this man was shouting for 100 men. He couldn't find any 100 men among them. Today, I promised him that when he is coming out, he will have millions of Biafrans who are genuine. And he is coming out with the Biafra flag. Believe me, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released in a very historic manner. And what they want us to do is to Nnamdi Kanu will be released in a very historic manner. Believe me, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be released in a very historic manner. Believe me, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu.
Yes, we have come to the reason we are here today. Maybe you want to hear it again. You know, when you want to read a novel, You will read the headline from the novel, it will sound like things fall apart, for example. Then it is just a little line. But when you want to understand how those things fall apart, then you will begin to read all the pages and all the papers. Then you will be able to understand. The message I played here now, and the reason we come here is this. Just this second here. Listen to it.
And he is coming out with the Biafra flag. That when he is coming out, he will have millions of. Don't find any 100 men among them. Today, I promised him that when he is coming out, he will have millions of Biafrans who are genuine. And he is coming out with the Biafra flag. Believe me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released in a very historic manner. Millions of Biafrans who are genuine. And he is coming out with the Biafra flag. Believe me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released in a very historic manner.
Believe me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released in a historical manner. That is why we are here. You have to be putting firewood inside the fire so that the food inside the pot will be able to be done. That is what we are doing. Believe me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released in a historical manner. Happy Ume, thank you. Thank you for joining. Good man, Exodus, my biggest brother. I greet you so much for joining today. If you can send link. Okay. Yes. But good man, I will send link, but I will go at early. Let me send link. Beg. Yes. Big brother, this is the link. Okay. Yes, Peter Okafor, Dalo. When you are doing something, and they found favorable in that thing you are doing, you will always have energy in doing so, in continuing the job which you are doing. And the hope of Biafra lies here. Let us go to the minute.
And he is coming out with the Biafra flag. Believe me, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will be released in a very historic manner. And what they want us to do is to stop Biafra struggle and begin to fight for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in place of the Biafra struggle. Because we understand this very well. We defeated that plan. Many of them today is being used. That's why you can see some people who call themselves Jewish or whatever, they will gather in their number, they will write script and give them, say, oh, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not here. Just go and say, don't support a referendum because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. So they want you to make, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu the fight that we have to be fighting. And today, we are killing the bird. We are killing many birds with one stone. Do you understand the point? As they hold him, we have proven to them that holding him will never stop Biafra. We also prove to them that holding him will become the most expensive thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become the most expensive commodity. It's expensive thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become the most expensive commodity. Most expensive thing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become the most expensive commodity under the Nigeria state. The more they hold him, the more expensive it becomes. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has become the most expensive.
Are you getting it? Are you getting it? This is when you are fighting psychologically, you will be also fighting physically, you will be also fighting educationally, you will also be fighting from the bush and from all angles. Hey, Mabel Igwe, I greet you, Mabel. Yeah, Peter Okafor, Our leader is coming out with the Biafran flag, Peter. You understand? With the Biafran flag. Chema Irechuku, I greet you, my biggest brother. We come to give morning tea, morning tea to Biafran people because Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming out with the Biafran flag. And you know how he is coming out with the Biafran flag. That is what we have to now, where we have to go now, and they put it in our record so that people will see how Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming out with the Biafran flag. Hold on, we are coming. You know one thing, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu made every one of us journalists, and he said go and broadcast. You will see it, and when it comes, you will understand.
Now, the Chief of Defense Staff, that is Christopher Musa, General Christopher Musa, has accused self-proclaimed Biafra agitator Simon Ekpa of undermining the efforts of security forces in the southeast. General Musa said this while heading a delegation of other service chiefs and the Inspector General of Police during their appearance before the House of Representatives on Tuesday, November 21. In the aftermath of Nnamdi Kanu's arrest, Ekpa had asserted his leadership in the agitation for the restoration of Biafra. I wouldn't want to call it the restoration of Biafra, but that's the word that's being used in the media. For Biafra, agitation for Biafra, not restoration, but because it will seem as if it had been a country before. It is widely believed that Ekpa is allegedly providing financial support and armed groups operating in the southeast who often enforce the sit-at-home order declared by Ekpa. Accusing Finland of safeguarding Ekpa, Musa urged the federal government to initiate diplomatic dialogue with the Finnish government and invite the Finnish ambassador to Nigeria to address the concerns surrounding the activities of the agitator. Musa acknowledged the efforts of the military and other security agencies in maintaining peace in the southeast, but he expressed concern that Ekpa's comments and actions were undermining these efforts. When I was reading this story, I was just remembering the Umaru Diku incident. This is Nigeria, where we attempted to smuggle someone in a bag or a box back to Nigeria in those days. You don't mess with Nigeria. But this is Nigeria, where we attempted to smuggle someone in a bag or a box back to Nigeria in those days. You don't mess with Nigeria. But how can someone stay in a foreign country and be instigating the people back home to be killed in a foreign country and mess with Nigeria? But how can someone stay?
You remember as I say how Biafra is coming and why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously. David, I greet you, my big brother. I greet you, Chris, Biafran son. We told you, we have showed it here, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously. And you hear the news here, how they want to silence Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. How they want to silence and change the agitation like a DOS say, let us go into political solution. With the political solution, then Nnamdi Kanu will just come out. But what they forgot to know was that there is someone who understands the political ideology. Now, here the question they are asking. How can someone stay in another land and dividing a place? And the other place, they say that you don't mess with Nigeria because Nigeria is known to be kidnappers. They went to Umaru Diko and they kidnapped him and smuggled him back to Nigeria. The same thing they did to Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. And this is what this man, a journalist, said in this place. You don't mess with Nigeria. They can do undo. But he asked a question which I want you to listen on your own. Hello, Chuku Patrick. May God bless you. David, Daniel, Chisom, Obonna. I greet you, my brother. I greet you so much. Hear the message yourself. They are asking critical questions. We have come across this kind of questions.
In a foreign country and be instigating the people back home to be killing themselves, because as far as I'm concerned, the Southeasterners are killing, because as far as I'm concerned, teaching the people back home to be killing themselves, because they in a foreign country and be instigating the people back home to be killing themselves, because as far as I'm concerned, the Southeasterners are killing themselves, because the bulk of the victims are Southeasterners as well. So how can someone be instigating people to fight a country and then to kill himself, and another country is shielding this person? Or is it that Nigeria is not doing enough to make sure that this person is brought to book or something? What other way do they define terrorism and terrorism financing and terrorism enabling, you know? Is he not an enabler of terrorism in the southeast of Nigeria? So why is the Finnish government keeping him? There are a lot of questions that maybe we need to ask the diplomats to give us answers to, so that we get to know why it is so difficult to get this man out of the way, get him arrested, to get this man out of the way, to give us answers to, so that we get to know why it is so difficult to get this man out of the way.
Why is it difficult to get this man, Simon Ekpa, out of the way? That is the message from Nigerian people. Remember, Tinubu went to Germany and they asked the German chancellor to help them to get this man, Obato Obie, out of the way. And remember, in the same Germany, that is where God, Chukwokika Abiyama, the spirit of Biafra, arrested Obato Obie when he went to eat yam with the Nigerians. Do you know? Because we go with the historical facts. The same Germany where Tinubu went and they asked the German chancellor to help them to get Simon Ekpa, the prime minister, out of the way. That's the same Germany where Simon Ekpa went when he was serving Nigeria, thinking that Nigeria will be good. The same Germany is where Chukwokika Abiyama arrested Simon Ekpa. You understand? When he went to Germany to eat yam, when he went there to eat yam, you understand? Then Chukwokika Abiyama arrested him. How did Chukwokika Abiyama arrested him? He asked a IPOB pressure group why they beat Ekweremadu, that Nnamdi Kanu should go and place apology. When after that time, they asked him, why should you put your mouth in this issue? Go and listen to what that man is saying. We are bringing you now to a history why Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously. And this man now is asking, why is it difficult that the whole Nigeria that can kidnap Umaru Diko from London, they smuggle him to Nigeria? Why now is difficult for them to do the same? And how powerful is this man? And when we are here analyzing, telling you people, if Biafran struggle and the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is made to be stopped, the only person that has the power to stop Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafra is Simon Ekpa. But when that thing happened, what happened? Chukwokika Abiyama arrested him in Germany when he went to eat New Year Festival in Germany. Now, they asked him to go and listen to the message of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. After listening to the message of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, then he said, what Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been saying is what he predicted in 2009. when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was under Owazurike. Now, he have seen someone who speak like him, who has the same intention like him, who have the same motive like him. Now, he is going to work with him. That was how he was arrested. And the same person is whom they are asking, why is it difficult now for Nigeria to get him? Ike John, I greet you for joining us to this morning analysis. Dennis Opala Jiego from Israel, I greet you. Thank you for joining us. Criminal good man again. Criminal government. Yes, there are criminal governments. P. AGA. Thank you. Thank you for your comment. Fabio, I greet everyone. That is the story. We must be keeping our people alive with the stories that make headline, with the histories that make
get him
headline.
arrested, put him in jail, or prosecute him, or one thing or the other, that we get to know why it is so difficult to get this man out of the way. Get him arrested, put him in jail, or prosecute him, or one thing or the other that can be done to the man. So maybe we'll be asking, like I said, a diplomat or people who are in the know to tell us why it's so difficult. Because, okay, for instance, Nigerians have just been told why the Super Eagles coach cannot be fired. So we have seen the reasons with them. So let's also know why Ekpa cannot be arrested or cannot be taken to court or something. Let's get to know so that we put our minds at rest. He's in a faraway land, but financing possibly the terrorism that is going on in the southeast. Those are people who are some of the most industrious people in Nigeria, if not the most industrious people in Nigeria. And Monday market used to be like the in thing when you're talking business, people them. So let's also know why Ekpa cannot be arrested or cannot be taken to court, or something. Ekpa cannot be arrested or cannot be taken.
So, Biafrans, are you getting it? Are you following? If you watch, before we joined this struggle, we studied Barocco. I don't know how many people that knows about Barocco. And we also studied body language. And from body language, we came to understand, joining it with a Barocco, that a picture speaks more than 1,000 words. That was true when you understand the Barocco and how to understand the picture. Body language also. OC, INC, I greet you. Fabio, ife dị iche. Ife dị iche dị na nke anyị na-eme kwe na aghọta na ife dị iche, Fabio. Because we are analyzing it otu o si wee dị iche, so that every other person will understand. Now, look into this man. You will see a dying horse. Listen to him, and you will be writing in the comment section. Then you will understand why Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously. You will understand why Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously. Eh? Authority, I greet you. Emeka, I greet you. Oh, divine precious, thank you. I just knew this for the first time. I can't tell even from my own experience that is fault. Okay, divine. Then, divine, thank you for joining us. Hear how they are crying. When you see people crying, you will know. We don't just come and join Biafran struggle. Before we came to join Biafran struggle, Chukwukika Abiyama directed us in some activities and some lectures we should study before joining. Let us go here now and see how they are crying. Listen to him, listen to his voice. When you listen to his voice, this is a presenter. This is a presenter. You will see that there is no energy inside him. He has no energy like the way I am now. This man knows that when he read the comment section, he won't be reading favorable comments, like I am reading here. And Ndubisi Obi just said now, good afternoon, 555 Vision. Nobody will greet them. Nobody is greeting these people because they know that they are passing devilish information. Everybody is complaining about our PM. You understand? Diana Chisom Obonna. Nobody complain. When you go to these people, read their comments. Everybody is laying curse on them. It is not hot like this. Make the comparison. The way we are, the Biafran media is bringing the news. Are they bold enough like this? Mazen Namdekano say that we have 4 cardinal points to get Biafra. Doing the right thing, even if it leads to your death, you keep on doing it. Because you understand that? One thing must kill a man. But when a man live his life in this world, what will you be remembered for? Look at this person and tell me if there is any energy inside him. Number one, they are crying. Look at him.
Well, so how can someone be instigating people to fight a country and then to kill himself, and another country is shielding this person? Or is it that Nigeria is not doing enough to make sure that this person is brought to book or something? What other way?
The reason is this. Nigeria has done everything. Send this message back to this Mumu. Nigeria has done everything to bring Simon Eba, the Biafran Prime Minister, down. They have placed a bounty on him. 100,000 from Ohaneze Ndibo, DOS, $500,000, and the black check. They have done everything they could do. They have also consulted the Finland embassy in Nigeria. They have gone far to destroy some contract they have with the Finland as a terrorist country. They have done everything they can do to make sure they bring our prime minister down. But do you know what? Finland anthem is the same thing with the Biafran anthem. And the people that piloted the flight that helped Biafra then was Finland pilots. And Finland stood very, very well on the defense of Biafra during the war, during the time of Ojukwu. Again, Finland is the most peaceful country in the world where justice is. And the people that knows the reason of being a free person, Finland liberated themselves from Russia. Mr. Man, Nigeria has done what they can do to make sure that they bring the prime minister down. But do you know the reason they cannot bring him down? He is an elected prime minister. Blessing. Kelechi. I greet you. Blessing. Good morning. Good morning. Do you know the reason? He is an elected prime minister. You can't just come to a nation, you go there and you pick up their prime minister, their president. You must pass through process. He is an elected prime minister. That's why they can't do him anything. Mazen Nandekano says, whenever your enemies is crying like this man, listen to it. This is comment section. Comment section is telling us the message. Whenever your enemies start crying like this man, know that you are hitting them hard. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, joining to Dennis, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu says, whenever you are prosecutor, start defending you and start praising you, you should know that you are not doing it right. But whenever your prosecutor says, you are holding me in a very wrong place, please allow me to go, then you should know you are getting it right. Why are they now crying? Master Simon, but the whole world, the precious divine is sending you mighty greetings from here. My brother, I greet you. Yes. Tell them that Nigerian government that is crying, they will cry, and do you know how Nigeria will cry? Nigeria will cease to exist, just like Babylon. That is the aim of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, and that is where we are going. That name, Nigeria, will be mapped out for destruction, and that name will cease to exist. Automatically, Nigeria will never exist. If Fulanis succeed in Islamizing Nigeria, they will call it Islamic State. The Nigerian will go. Or Biafra will go and destroy Nigeria. Nigeria will cease to exist. Nigeria is mapped out for destruction, completely destruction. There is no way you can be able to amend Nigeria. No way at all. So I really have a lot today in my desk, what I have to analyze. So we go here. Let us continue. Read his body language. In case of people that doesn't understand body language, that is why we have to
define terrorism and terrorism financing and terrorism enabling. You know, is he not an enabler of terrorism in the southeast of Nigeria? So why is the Finnish government keeping him? There are a lot of questions that maybe we need to ask the diplomats to give us answers to, so that we get to know why it is so difficult to get this man out of the way, get him arrested, put him in jail, or prosecute him, or one thing or the other that can be done to the man. So maybe we'll be asking, like I said, a diplomat or people who are in the know to tell us why it's so difficult. Because, okay, for instance, Nigerians have just been told why the Super Eagles coach cannot be fired. So we have seen reasons with them. So let's also know why Ekpa cannot be arrested or cannot be them. So let's also know why Ekpa cannot be arrested.
Are you understanding it? They are crying bitterly. Obunago, I greet you. Martin Ndoagumba. Hey, Ndoagumba. This is native name. These are the kind of name, Ndoagumba. This kind of name, we don't joke with this kind of name, Martin Ndoagumba. These are the kind name they use religion to eliminate. How many people can bear this kind name again? Ndoagumba. Ndoagumba. Igwebike. That is where this name is coming from. Igwebike. That is what you see Biafran government today. You know, some of our native names used to send information to us. Some of our native names used to send information to us. When we are here, we will see some names. We will see some names. Ndoagumba, Igwebike. We move. Biafran government in exile. You see how they are crying. Nigerian government is crying bitterly. And what is our topic today? Political solution by DOS. Peter Obi knew very, very well that he is not going to win election, said Soludo. And our prime minister that already studied international law knows that Labour Party was the party that put Zik into power. Labour Party, Zik and the Peter Obi are the people who put Nigeria, who put the Nigerians in the condition they are today. Because Labour Party are the people who sponsored Zik to say one Nigeria. And the same Labour Party are the people who joined Peter Obi to depart from Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Psychological mathematics. How many millions of people were following Mazen Nnamdi Kanu before his rendition? And how does his rendition come? His rendition came before Anambra State election that made Soludo to become governor today. Immediately, how does Soludo have been able to use DOS, criminal? How did he do it? Soludo, when Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was arrested before in 2015, Soludo made a speech that favors the indigenous people and the Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. This DOS Nigeria, IPOBA Nigerians, their brain can be washed very, very fast. Mazen Simon Ekpa have said it because of the people that came late. We played it here already. Then, when election is coming, they will tell Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, cancel the election because they will call them terrorists. Now Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will cancel the election. Then Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, when he saw that Simon Ekpa has come, he said nothing whatsoever will ever made this Anambra State election to be held. Then they planned the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. After planning the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, then they used Anambra State man Ifeanyi Uba, his own jet. Where he came out, he said the private jet was his friend's own. They used it to rendition Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and put him in the dungeon where he is today. Then DOS say they have to continue with election. Simon Ekpa say we cannot continue with election. We're supposed to go straight and do what we are supposed to do as a body. DOS refused. They begin to call different names. And that's why we come with this.
Directly or indirectly. Woto woto to those who have joined their hand afterthought to betray Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Woto to betray Mazen Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Join their hand afterthought, who have joined their hand afterthought.
This afterthought now, this afterthought is where I have to come because some people didn't understand what is afterthought. Let them know. Daniel, thank you. Nas Ozoku, thank you for joining. Afterthought, some people understand the language. They know what afterthought means, but they didn't go deep to understand it. Afterthought means after the removal, after the arrest of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, after his kidnap, in the meeting, some people begin to attack, they channel their energy to attack Simon Ekpa. That time he is Nnamdi Kanu disciple. They've been attacking him. He become Nnamdi Kanu's spiritual son. They've been attacking him. He become Biafran spokesperson. They've been attacking him until he become elected prime minister, which he is today. Then some of them, like Ikenga and the other one in Turkey and the Osoji and all the 500,000 recruited Iraqs that have been backing inside social media, they say instead Simon Ekpa will be the person that will bring Biafra. Let Biafra not come. They betrayed Mazen Nnamdi Kanu afterthought. And this afterthought has things to do that Mazen Nnamdi Kanu was rendition to Nigeria. They said that they should cancel sit at home. That sit at home should not be held. And when sit at home, if they remove sit at home, nobody will be talking about Biafra today. Nobody will be talking about Biafra today if there is no sit at home. Nnamdi Kanu will be killed inside DSA dungeon. That was the original plan. But when Simon Ekpa took this thing upon himself, and the Biafran autopilot and the Biafran government took it upon themselves, they generated energy. That is where you see our Prime Minister say that Nnamdi Kanu has become the most expensive commodity in Nigeria. It was the agitation of autopilot and the Biafran government today. Autopilot generated and become Biafran government today, which you see Simon Ekpa, Abrugo, or Dariwe Jenga. No country can touch him today. They are crying here now. Now, Nnamdi Kanu has become the most expensive commodity in Nigeria and of the whole world. That is why they told you in the other video we played here now, because we have made our self-analysis. They said, Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously with a Biafran flag. And do you want to know how it is coming? He is coming out victoriously. We will show you. Because the ideology of Peter Obi was to destroy Biafra. The ideology of Britain that called Peter Obi when he visited the Chatham House in Britain, they told him, you have to decamp from Abga. When you decamp from Abga, or you decamp from PDP, after you decamp from there, then go and join Labour Party. And from Labour Party, they will be thinking of supporting him. Are you understanding it now? When he joined Labour, and the Labour Party of England is only to destroy any ideology that will divide Nigeria. Labour Party was the one they used Zik to destroy Ojukwu. It was Labour Party. Labour Party then ceased to exist. They've been waiting for a very long time. As they have been waiting for a very long time, they see that Wazirike has been compromised. As Wazirike has been compromised, they didn't bring anything like Labour Party because nobody is forwarding. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been doing IPOB with millions of people. When the election comes, they will tell him, IPOB Nigerians will tell him, Onyendu, you will have to collect some money from these people. We have to collect some money from these people. Allow election to be held. Allow election to be held. Then Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will see. He will say, man, that the only thing he see by his side are women. How can he go to war with the women? Among more than 80 million people following him in this place, that he has not seen men. They ask him, Onyendu, what do you want? He said, man, here he has not been able to have up to 15 people around him. How can he go to war with the women? Then that is where you understand that language afterthought, which our PM said in this place. And before we proceed, I must welcome my beloved sister, Uzamaka Nicholas. Thank you for joining. My lovely sister, Mary Tokam. I must greet you before I continue. If I don't greet you, I will not go on. You understand? That is what we must do. We must salute our people. Then, listen to it. How afterthought come to effect.
Their hand afterthought to betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Woto woto to those who have soiled their hands in the blood of innocent Biafrans and innocent ESN commanders. You will never know peace. Woto woto to you who say Biafra will not come. Woto woto to those who say if Biafra, instead of Biafra to come, they will rather die. Woto woto to all of you. The gods of our land have destroyed you. You will never rise again. You will never, ever, ever rise again. You will never rise again. Any native doctor that tries to make you rise, his power and everything he have in this life will be destroyed, completely destroyed. Computer that tries to make you rise, his power and everything.
Are you getting the point? Are you getting the point? Get the point very, very well. because we are here to make sure our people get it very, very well. Just like Divine Precious says, chai. This chai can be interpreted. We know we are 555 vision. We came to serve Biafra with the 555 spirits, and we can interpret languages. We can interpret body languages, and we can interpret words. Though who is understanding this chai? Chai is our sister Divine have understood it again. She said, chai, thank God for our PM. When you understand the kind of war that has come and gone, itie chai. Itie chai, yeah. People like us will go inside you and understand the reason you shout chai. You don't just shout chai for nothing. So Biafrans, see it there. You see it there. You see that chai. Yeah, Mas Nwafo. Thank you. Thank you for joining. Mary. Then, dear friends, we have to go on. You know, we are running in the next 20 minutes. We will go out of line. We will go out of line in the next 20 minutes. So, we want to keep on elaborating, letting our people to know what is cooking. A lot of things is cooking. Some understand it, some doesn't understand it. Some understand it, some doesn't understand it. We will start it from here.
People are caught for marauding, but the sons of the rich who found themselves there will now be removed. And then they will have this one beaten to coma and will be compelled to answer the name of that person they removed from prison. There are many. This is something Nigerians should know. And how the sons of the poor are there in prison with names not their own. People are caught for marauding, but the sons of the rich who found themselves there will now be removed. And then they will have this one beaten to coma and will be compelled to answer the name of that person they removed from prison. There are many. This is.
Do you know what is happening here? In Nigeria, we are a journalist we just played here now, knows that poor people are being arrested and put inside prison. When Fulanis committed crime and the big men committed crime, they will go to the street and they pick up people that is coming from their marketplaces or coming from farm and push them inside prison. And from there, they will obligate that person to change his name. They will obligate that person to change his name. The person will then change his name to Malam Musa. Maybe he's an Igbo person. Then Malam Musa that committed an offense, or any criminal like Hope Ozodemma that committed an offense that's supposed to be in jail. You people should also remember that Hope Ozodemma has a death sentence when he was serving, when he was doing 419. This is how they remove themselves from prison. They will, the big man, they will pay Nigerian police, Nigerian terrorist police money. After paying them money, they will go to street and pick an innocent person and they give the person Malam Musa or Hope Ozodemma. Then they will release the big man out of the cell. The person will go his way, but an innocent person will remain inside prison. This is what is happening. And the journalists are there defending this kind of evil in Nigeria. Today, we know that Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously. All this nonsense will stop. And the reason, all of you must understand the reason, something that any day you wake up, you remember the thing that pushed you. That spirit that pushed you for the first time to listen to Biafra. The reason you started listening to Biafra and doing Biafra, there must be something. It's either they took electricity from you, you get nervous, you say, enough of all this madness. It's either Fulanis use their cow to destroy your mother's farmland, then you say, enough of this madness. It's either you are in Europe, you suffered everything you can suffer and send the money back to Nigeria. Your brothers and sisters destroy the money, and you are obligated to hang in exile, and you give birth to your children. After giving birth to your children in exile, in Europe, in America, you think that they have a good life where there is running water and electricity. But your own father's land, your children cannot have good atmosphere in that place. Maybe this is the things that provoke you. Whenever you understand the reason of destroying Nigeria, you will find a reason why you have to be sharing this message, telling people what they should know and what they should do. That the only thing, apart from your money, those who summon courage to support the Biafran Liberation Army, the only thing PM asks you is do your best to make sure you vote. There is an arrangement with international communities. Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously. But Nnamdi Kanu says, Arise Television carried it, and this place, this is Sowore Media carried it. Nnamdi Kanu says, referendum is his own priority. Referendum is now going on. And you know very, very well that when Nnamdi Kanu comes out, he is coming out with the Biafran flag. But he needs your vote. He wants you to go and cast your vote. He wants you to go and cast your vote. The only thing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu demand from you, and the only thing he needs from you is your vote. The only thing PM needs from you is your vote. If you want to come and support financially, then you support Biafran Liberation Army to make sure that your life is well protected, to make sure that your family is well protected, to make sure that everything you left at home is well protected. Then you support. But the only thing they come out openly and ask you, is to go and vote. Chukwu Kadibie. Yes, it is not 419. This is not 419. You understand? It is not 419. Support yourself. Listen to what is happening in this place. Nigerian people will remove
something Nigerians should know. And how the sons of the poor are there in prison with names not their own. Are there in prison. Sons of the poor are there in prison with names not their own. The sons of the poor are there in prison with names not their own. People are caught for marauding, but the sons of the rich who found themselves there will now be removed. People are caught for marauding, but the sons of the rich who found themselves there will now be removed. Sons of the rich who found themselves there will now be removed. The sons of the rich who found themselves there will now be removed. And then they will have this one. But the sons of the rich who found themselves there will now be removed. And then they will have this one, beaten to coma, and will be compelled to answer the name of that person they removed from prison. They are beaten to coma, and will be compelled to answer the name of that person they removed from prison. There are many. One, beaten, this one, beaten to coma, and will be compelled to answer the name of that person they removed from prison. There are many.
If you want to share the message, you share the message. If you don't want to share the message, it is left for you. But one thing is sure, Fulanis are coming. I don't know, Chukwu Kadibie, express yourself, because we still know Mazi Paul, not 419 armed robbery case. So, welcome AFB Global. Thank you. Try to understand what we are doing. Try to understand what we are doing. When you understand what we are doing, you will know how to support Biafra. If not, what is waiting for you is bigger than what you think that is waiting for you. Fulanis has come to take you over, and nobody is asking them question. When this news came out before, they thought, when this news came out before, they thought that the PM will succumb to pressure. Everyone knows about this news. They thought that the PM will succumb to pressure. When they asked Aloy Ejimako to go and convince Mazen Nnamdi Kanu to write short piece of paper, they didn't understand that we all, Nnamdi Kanu trained us very, very well in order for us to know anya lerele na anya aroraro. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, we made a video then, we said, there is no way Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will stop sit at home with one quarter piece of paper. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu want to stop sit at home, they will bring folios of papers. He will begin to write. He will begin to write at least not less than 200 pages. Then we will confirm that something really happened. Yes, okay, Chukwu Kadebe, thank you. Here we are specific when we are writing comment. The whole world is watching. Americans are here. Canadians are here. Australians are here. Africans are here. Europeans are here. Asia is here. When you are writing comment, you specify so that we can be able to know how to push it up. Good man. Thank you. Now, when they brought this thing, Aloy Ejimako brought this thing out, we told him, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, even if he come out and he says, stop sit at home, we are not ready to listen to him. Today, what is happening? Today, it was sit at home that generated the energy that is pushing Mazen Nnamdi Kanu out to the public victoriously. Yeah, out victoriously. Ugo Mitchell, I greet you. Na ego Igbo now. Anyị na-agwa onye ego Igbo akịta now. If we go that these people can't even let us to read Igbo again. Now, understand where we are going. Understand exactly where we are going. Try to know it. I have learned a lot from this Sunday Obialo. Sunday Obialo. Thank you. I am also learning from you. We are. Ekere ọrụ eke nwanne, ekere ọrụ eke. Ekere ọrụ eke. Ekere ọrụ eke. Everybody have where he is doing and what he is doing. So thank you, Sunday Obialo. When Biafra come now, everybody will relax. Obialo anyị channel. We continue. We continue with what we come to show Biafrans today, just to make sure that our people get it right. And the message we brought out is this. The message we brought out wow. The message we brought out is this. That is the topic we have today. The topic we have today. Political solution, DOS Nigeria. Peter Obi knew very, very well that he is not going to win election. Soludo write this news. Peter Obi, our ancestors from Biafran land, send us messages from gods of the land themselves. They say that the P2B is not going anywhere. And we are not telling them to agree, but everybody must agree in English. Yeah, if you need a new ife, or need a nonting, or need a new ife, or need a force, or need a new ife. We are not telling you to agree. You must agree. Igbo people used to say, "Ekwe ekwe na ekwe n'ute ekwere." Today, this is our topic. Soludo have revealed the secret that Peter Obi knew that he is not going to win Nigerian presidency. The only ideology that Peter Obi accepted to enter, to abandon ABGA, abandon PDP, and enter Labour is just to destroy the ideology of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Nothing more. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu gathered the momentum. He gathered everybody. Millions of followers, international medias. They invited him. Kenya Punch newspaper invited him. Masanga invited him. All the medias in this world have been interested in Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. He gathered all the energy. They say, how are we going to destroy him? How are we going to destroy his ideology? They say now that Peter Obi is the person they have to use. That Peter Obi has this woman voice. That Peter Obi knows this ideology. And the Peter Obi also, when he was the governor of Anambra State, he performed. He said that a madman gave him an ideology to go and look for all the people that had been following Owazurike, and they slaughter all of them. And the madman told him where he have to dump them. Then Peter Obi killed all his brothers who that has been following Owazurike, and they dumped their body at Izu River. Then Britain now say, yes, this is an Igbo man, and the Igbo people are clamoring for Igbo presidency. And the person who can become like gold, but not gold, something that will be shining like a diamond, but not diamond, a paint. You know, when you want to understand what is a reality, if you want to know the makeup of this thing now, when you remove this thing, then you will see the makeup of this thing, the originality. And the Peter Obi surfaced like a messiah that can come and save students in Nigeria. Then he convinced those people, the IPOB Nigerians, the DOS, from Soludo, ideology of Soludo. Peter Obi then said that Biafra ceased to exist long time ago, since the war. Biafra ceased to exist, that he is one Nigeria. The same one Nigeria, Ziki said, that put Ojukwu in exile. We will speak because our people is here. Government in exile is here watching us. Simon Eba is here watching us. Gods of the land is also here watching us. Those who send us message, is here watching us, and they are sending us energies to go on and doing what we are doing. And we will do it. We are not telling you to agree. We are telling you to hear, because Biafra is coming. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming out victoriously, because the ideology of P2B has failed. Are you understanding the English? So they said it here now. We are telling them not to, we are not telling them to agree, but everybody must agree in English. In English, yeah, as well again in English, so that they got your form, because these colonial masters have taken this, they want to destroy our Igbo language, that we can't even speak fluent Igbo unless we have to be doing, even if you did Igbo self, but we are coming there. Azotana, we have to continue. Azotana, Zobute. That is the area we are. There's something we are looking for. There's something we are looking for. Wait, you will see it.
Kill all of them.
I was sent to take care of a church here. And this is my place where they really entered yesterday.
The attack, which occurred last Sunday, claimed the lives of 4 individuals, including a child.
So, for the issue, what we are realizing that Fulani killed my brother. With the child he carried for his hand, they killed all of them.
I was sent to take care of a church here. And this is my place where they really entered yesterday. I saw them face to face. But it was God that saved me. And since that yesterday, this is my just coming back. I've been on the way, running up and down. So I don't know how.
Attacks on Nimbo, a border town in Uzawani, have become a recurring nightmare, leaving villagers living in fear.
Of the light of
Yes. Okwu anyị bụ nkụ ụgbọrụ udu mmiri, ọkọchị pụọ, a na-anya ya nkụ. Ya mere, akwụ banye n'ikiri, achọba ya bụ nnụnụ nwere ọnụ ogologo. That is why some Kajade people ji wee bata na Biafran struggle. And we told you the sea has a new challenge because the treasure is hidden in an open place. Some people doesn't understand it, but some people do. Somebody wrote something. Lenos Mwafuru. Thank you for this, for your write-up. You know, today's presentation is a complete department of School of Theology on Biafran restoration. My comrade, keep it up. Thank you so much. Thank you, Linus Nwafuru. Thank you for that. Bro, Peter Obi has gay voice, not woman voice. Yes, now. Tell them, Peter Obi, come and hear it. We know. There are languages we don't even want to use. We just qualify it as women. But Peter Obi, Mazen Nnamdi Kanu said it that Peter Obi is a gay. Copy this place and send it to him. What can he do? Let us tell you, when our PM has been defending, telling you, come and support the Biafran Liberation Army in order for you to get
Borders. The attack, which occurred last Sunday, claimed the lives of 4 individuals, including a child.
So, for the issue, what we are realizing that Fulani killed my brother. With the child he carried for his hand, they killed all of them.
I was sent
For his hand. With the child he carried my brother. Fulani killed my brother. With the child he carried for his hand, they killed all of them.
Are you hearing it? Are you hearing it? Are you hearing it? Listen to it again, please.
He carried for his hand. He killed my brother. With the child he carried for his hand, they killed all of them.
I was sent to take care of a church here. And this is my place where they really entered yesterday. I saw them face to face. But it was God that saved me. And since that yesterday, this is my just coming back. I've been on the way, running up and down. So I don't know how.
Attacks on Nimbo, a border town in Uzawani, have become a Nimbo, a border town in
Up and down. So I don't know how.
Attacks on Nimbo, a border town in Uzawani.
And Nimbo Ozonwane. Nimbo Ozonwane. And in this Nimbo Ozonwane, that place is found oil. Because of the oil found in that place, located in that place, that's why Fulanis are there, killing people, taking their own land and the properties. And who is helping them to do so? Pitamba. Hey, Yes. Tarango. Comrade, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Really, really. Because of time, we are leaving here in 15 minutes. But however,
have become a recurring nightmare, leaving villagers living in fear.
Have denied us the favor and the faith of being a youth in this village. They have been favor and the faith of being a youth in this village. They have been dealing with us several times. This is not the first time, this is not the second time.
The situation is peculiar.
In this village. And the faith of being a youth in this village. They have been dealing with us.
Are you understanding? Are you hearing it? Because they told you already. They told you already that they are coming. And do you do anything to save yourself? Have they really voted? Have they really voted? And nobody knows the answer.
Several times. This is not the first time, this is not the second time.
The situation is peculiar. Anything you can do to strengthen our local vigilance, if it's possible to give us a drone that can monitor our bush, because we don't have any other farm.
Governor Peter Mba, accompanied by heads of security agencies in the state, has come to empathize with the community and instill heads of security agencies in the state has come to empathize with the community and instill hope, declaring enough is enough.
We're pained.
Biafrans, you are here. May God bless you. He said he is pained. What did Ahmadu Bello say? Those who, if you have not really subscribed to 555 Vision, use this opportunity and subscribe in that place. In 10 minutes, we are really going to come back another day. Here we analyze things the way they are. He said he is pained. And do you know why he is pained? This video, you may have seen it. Ahmadu Bello says that anybody that will work in Nigeria has to work in their favor, but under contract. And what is Peter Mba doing? When Fulanis imposed Peter Mba as the governor of Enugu State, just the way they imposed Hope Uzodimma as the governor of Imo State from 4th position to 1st position. Peter Mba did not win the election. They tried to send him away. Peter Mba then signed ally with them, and he said he has come to make sure that the seat at home will stop in Enugu State. When the argument was going on, Peter Obi then went and Mba went and locked up Enugu main market shops. And from there, he killed a lot of people just to show Fulanis that he can really kill, just like Peter Obi show them that you can kill your own brothers, because Peter Obi is the first governor in the Eastern Zone that killed his own brothers to please the Fulanis and the Britain. The first person who killed openly his own brothers. From there, all of them begin to learn, because somebody must start something. Then Peter Mba then killed people in Enugu State while he was trying to serve Fulanis by doing a stopping sit at home. Later, he asked Nigerian government to give him more military. When they came, we have the message here. Then, but because of time, we will not go there. We are going in 10 minutes. Then, then he asked Nigerian government to give him military. They gave him military. He leashed the military. Terrorists recruited recruited terrorists in the military. He bring them to his people. These recruited terrorists in uniform are shielding the people that is killing his own people. And he say he is pained. He is not really serving his heart. He is serving the hearts of the Fulanis, those who put him there as a stooge. Are you getting it? Divine Precious asks you people to hit the like button. Sonny, I must to show this your style. Savior Emeka, thank you. Divine, thank you all for all your comment, because your comment is really our spiritual strength. Really. Peter Obi should know he is the biggest disaster, even as he continued as his disaster. Then we have to listen this one for the minute we have.
We're truly pained by such dastardly killing. It's absolutely senseless that a people who are living quiet, that a people is absolutely senseless that a people.
It is absolutely senseless that you are serving Fulanis by killing your own people. This is absolutely senseless. The senseless here is that you are serving Fulanis. You use the Fulanis killing your own people because there is oil and the mineral resources found in that place. In Ozogwan, Nimbo.
Who are living quietly within their environment. You have people who would trespass, come into their locality and open fire on them. That is inexcusable. To their locality and open fire on them. That is inexcusable, is unacceptable, and we are not going to stop at anything. We're going to identify, we're going to track these culprits. We're going to pursue them wherever they are. We're going to capture them, and we're going to make sure that we bring them to justice.
While acknowledging Enugu State's reputation for hospitality, he emphasized that this generosity should not be
anything. We're not going to stop at anything. We're going to identify.
Have you ever seen any terrorist that has been identified inside prison in Nigeria? His promise is dead on arrival, and he is pained deeply because he is using Fulanis to kill his own people, only for him to remain there as a governor. Shame. Shame to the highest question. Savior Emeka, my question is why Igbos there wasn't Simon Ekpa bad? When I listened to this idiot here called Pitamba, he irritates me. All of you will pay. Divine Precious. Idiegwu. For how long? Odiegwu. For how long? Mere word without action. Nwanne m nwanyị, ọ dị egwu. Ọ dị egwu, completely egwu. Happy women, please, when are we going to deal with this? Time is coming. Time is coming. We are ending up here, you know. Stella Ozoka. Complete story. After you see where we played it before? When they arrested them, they will go and they take innocent people, put innocent people inside prison, and they free those people that committed atrocity. Peter Mba is serving the ideology of Usman Danfodio. DOS is serving the ideology of Usman Danfodio and Ahmadu Bello. Ohaneze Ndi Igbo, Eastern governors, Eastern elites, that is what they are doing. And the Biafrans, I love you all. Just because of time, we call it a day. We have numbers here really to continue, but we have to call it a day for now. In the evening, we are having deep meeting. Maybe tomorrow, anytime we will come again. I love you, Biafrans. Stay tuned. Please, this is 555 Vision Program. If you have not subscribed, try to subscribe. And if you have subscribed, there is a bell button there. Turn that bell button on. So when we come up, your phone will alert you that we are here. My lovely sister Franklin, I love you. Thank you so much. We call it a day from here. Okwu anyị bụ nkụ gbọrọ udu mmiri, ọkọchị pụọ, a na-anya ya nkụ. We are not telling you to agree. You must agree when the time comes. Biafra is coming. Adamazen Nnamdi Kanu is coming with the Biafra. He is coming out victoriously with the Biafra. And those people who doesn't
Biafra,
understand.
woto to those who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu either directly or indirectly. Woto to those who have joined their hand afterthought to betray Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafra. Woto to those who have soiled their hands in the blood of innocent Biafrans and innocent ESN commanders. You will never know peace. Woto to you who say Biafra will not come. Woto to those who say if Biafra, instead of Biafra to come, they will rather die. Woto to all of you. The gods of our land have destroyed you. You will never rise again. You will never, ever, ever rise again. You will never rise again. Any native doctor that tries to make you rise, his power and everything he have in this life will be destroyed, completely destroyed. Destroyed. Life will be destroyed, completely destroyed. Will be destroyed, completely destroyed.
He say. Thank you, lovers of freedom. We will get there. Small. Nwayọọ ka eji aracha ofe dị ọkụ. Ịghọtago? Nwayọọ ka eji aracha ofe dị ọkụ. The Biafran government in exile has people. That is what we can assure you. If you have not voted,